Today's episode of The Read Pile is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
I'm Elle, and I'm freaking out because Rick hasn't been organizing the comics.
And I am the sus man, Rick Sussman, and I don't have time to take all of your books and organize them with mine. By the way, don't you still have like 17... You know what? Never mind. You are watching The Read Pile.
It's the week of May 13th, and here's some comic book news you can use.
Well, alright, we might as well just get to this.
Yeah, let's get to it.
The episode should be up on Thursday-ish, depending on YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. But we tape the episodes usually the Wednesday of the week, and then depending on how quickly YouTube can upload them, it sometimes comes out on Wednesday. Normally it's Thursday. Whatever. We just saw the 6.5-minute trailer opening episode, whatever you want to call it, of CBS's new super drama, SuperGirl. #SuperGirl.
Okay.
It's getting a lot of positive vibes from the internet community already. Lots of girl power stuff, lots of very Ally McBeal-y kind of things. I think Callista Flockhart is even in the show, but very much like a girl power, girl-centric superhero. Even the whole point of the entire promo was they took the man out. This is not the man. It's all about being a woman and being a superwoman, or in this case, a supergirl. This leads me to an interesting question. You are the Angry Nerdgirl, Elle. Very few things make you happy in this world.
It's true.
So, Elle, how did you feel about the SuperGirl trailer?
I hated it.
Would you mind
I'm sorry, but you might as well just put it on Lifetime. Just put it on Lifetime. Let the girls just have their thing and just have a little girl time on Lifetime.
Well, let me ask you, when was the last time you read a Supergirl book?
I'll be honest, it was before the reboot.
See, I read Supergirl in the New 52, and I liked the character. I like Kara. I think she's a cool person.
No, you know what? No, I did read it after.
Okay.
After it in out of interest.
If I may.
But I did read some of it. But okay, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get past just the show might be better. Okay, I'm willing.
Well, it's
to
just
watch
it's a highlight reel. It's a sizzle reel.
But I'm watching it, and it's just like the music that they're using, and the whole trailer.
You know what?
It's getting to me, and the choice in music is kind of behind the writing and the storytelling is going to be, and it just got to me.
Just a second. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
I did a long time ago.
Did you like Grey's Anatomy?
It was alright.
Really?
I don't want to watch this. It just looks ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to point something out. After we watched it, what was the comment that you had?
It looks like Ally McSuperhero.
Okay, well that was a good one. But other than that, there was another one in particular, another comment that you had made.
Remind me, because I've forgotten.
You said that you looked at me and you said, obviously, we were not
the desired. Yeah, we were not the focus group tested for this particular show. It is not something that really appeals to us.
So why can't it just be that? It's
not if you're not
my taste. It's not for the superhero that I want to watch. It's not
well, you know what? Gotham wasn't either, nor was The Flash, nor was Green Arrow initially either. I do think that those shows fit more into our general, disdain of happy-go-lucky, wonderful things that you could sort of glean from our read piles. But I think it's cool that this is a totally different character that is in a much different universe. I like James Olsen. I like all of those subtle changes. It could be good. I don't think it's for people like us. But it could be. Your general hate of it, however, I thought was hilarious.
It's too girl power. You know what? That's not even right. That's not even right.
Girl saying that. Remember, I didn't say this.
It's not girl power behind it.
Yeah,
it's
very female centric. It's cool. It's fine. It's nice.
It's not for me. I want to watch.
You love
SuperGirl.
Wonder Woman, right?
Yes.
The comic.
Yes.
You love Gail Simone's Batgirl.
Yes.
You love Gail Simone's just about everything, right?
Yes.
Those are all very like feminist, like girl power kind of things too.
But they're strong women. They are strong and.
Okay, so you're saying,
ass,
but she's a young girl.
and they're smart,
All
and
right.
then this girl she just seems like she's too ridiculous.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. You know what?
I can't get behind it. It doesn't look interesting whatsoever.
I just.
It might be completely different when you actually watch the show. I'm hoping so because I'm willing to give it a chance. But just based on that, it looks terrible.
All right. Enough.
Okay.
Before you rant for 25 minutes and I run out of tape, can we do some reviews now?
Okay, it's my headphones. Comic book reviews. All right. I got some new ones this week. All right. I'm going to start with Five Ghosts. It says it is a special number 1. I don't know why it's a special. I didn't really look into that. But I am aware that this is not something new. Five Ghosts isn't something that's already kind of been out there. It's a story that's been going on. So I'm not sure why this is a special, what exactly it is, because I'll be honest, I don't know what is going on in this story at all. I'm completely lost. I get the gist, okay? There's this dream stone and it like takes over this guy and he's a warrior and he gets the powers and the stuff and but as far as how the story goes in this particular issue, I was very lost. If I didn't read on the internet and kind of get an idea what was going on, then I would have no clue. This is definitely, if you don't know anything about just the story in general, it's really not the issue to start with. I will be honest. And
Good pick, Elle.
I will completely admit this. Part of the reason that had my interest is the fact that I guess Sci-Fi is wanting to pick it up as a series, and they want, and I'm sure it's going to be terrible because it's always terrible. Anything on that station is terrible.
Whoa!
But it's entertaining. It's just not. It is what it is. You get what you expect, and I wanted to see. I was like, hey, that's cool. Then it's number 1. I'm gonna check it out. Well, it was not the place for me to hop on board. So I think I'm either gonna have to choose to go back and read, or maybe I'll wait for it to pop up on Netflix and watch the 1 or 2 episodes that actually get made, and we'll see. Okay, we're gonna move along. Another new one. Injection. Oh, Ellis. I keep trying. I really do. And here's the thing. It was such a slow read, and I know you gotta do some backtracking. You gotta get everybody up to speed so you can understand what's going on and set up the story. But it was like pulling teeth, and I wanted to jump in. I wanted to really get going, and it barely made it to the point of starting to become interesting, even towards the very, very end. So much that I'm not going to pick up the second issue. I can't. It did not grasp my attention. There's a good chance it's going to be an absolutely fantastic story, and I'm going to be really, really jealous when Rick is probably going to start reading it, and he's going to be like, oh my god, it's the best story ever, and it's wonderful, and it's fantastic, but I couldn't get past the first issue, and you hear that moaning and groaning, and I have to listen to that forever, and it's just ridiculous, and I'm going to have to just listen to him some more, and it's annoying, and I'm going to move on to some good stuff from this week. Alright. Batman! But not just Batman, it is the Arkham Knight. It is number 4, and it clearly says at the very bottom that this is the official prequel sequel to the Arkham Trilogy final, or finale, whatever. Finale.
Fragile.
It's fragile. So we continue. Harley's doing her little thing. She's not really popping up too much in this issue. Not a big deal, whatever, because I'm not really appreciating her character in the storyline. I don't like her. But, well, Batman, I don't know. I don't know what's really going on in this issue. He's out getting a new Batmobile, and Lucius Fox is helping him out with some stuff. There's not really a lot going on. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cool to read Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Those are some okay characters. You don't really see them a lot, and see them pop up every once in a while. It's fun to see those other villains kind of pop up and cause issues and stuff. It's interesting, but it's not really moving along. It's a little uninteresting, but I'd like to continue reading because in the past it's been pretty good. I'll be honest, the only thing that's really pushing it so far is this random dude that's running around trying to basically do the things that he thinks Batman's supposed to be doing, which is not so good things. He's taking care of villains in a different way, and people are starting to notice, and they're starting to think that it is Batman, and well, it's not. So we're gonna have to take care of this issue and figure out what's going on. So, moving on though, my pick of the week. I was so excited. Finally, I even saved it to read it last in my pile because I knew that it was gonna be my pick of the week. I could just tell, and oh, it was fantastic. It really was. Lady Killer. Okay, so she is continuing to deal with this whole thing about being framed and by her own people, and she wants to get out of the business. That's what she wants to do. She wants to get out of the business. She wants to be with her family. She wants to live this perfect little life that she's got going on. Twin girls, her loving husband, and just being the housewife. She's kind of grown into it. But her other side is not liking this so much. So they put a hit on her. This is all old news. This is what's been going on. So she decides, I don't like this, I'm going to take care of it. Well, now things are really starting to get interesting. You're starting to wonder, can she really leave it behind? Because now she's really starting to take care of the situation that's been going on, but you're starting to notice that maybe she can't let it go. So I'm going to really enjoy seeing what's going to start happening, because now there is a particular person that has figured out her real side, and it's the one person that she did not want to find out. So that will also be fun to find out what's going to happen with that. Anyway, in the meantime, we're going to see what Rick has to say.
Thank you, Elle, for those inspired reviews this week. Did a lot of that. Let's begin. I already vined a review for Secret Wars #2, and I tweeted my review of Strange Sports Stories, so I'm a multimedia, multifaceted individual. Also, I have too many books to just sit here and review all of them one by one, so I'm going to start finding other mediums in which to do that outside of the written review, which, while very much respected and appreciated, typing requires effort. Let's begin. Issue 2 of Run, Love, Kill. As we discovered, it is in fact created by one of the creators of Aeon Flux, which I did not know going into that. Something you would have learned if you were on our Twitter page, and if you're seeing this, odds are you are on our Twitter page, since that's the bulk of our promoting. But really cool that I was able to glean the Aeon Fluxian kind of stuffs that happened in issue 1, and sure enough, in issue 2, we have more of that frenetic pace that we saw in issue 1. That reminds me very much of my time in Brenya. I really, 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 really love this book, and I hope you give it a shot. It is just an 8-issue mini, and it's from Image, and it is a lot of fun. Next up on the lead pile, we have a new issue of Saga. Really early in the read pile to be reviewing Saga, most of you that know me are probably thinking. Saga usually is a normal pick of the week, or almost pick of the week for me pretty much every week. Yeah, not so much this week. This whole arc has been very... okay, alright, okay. Just sort of like waiting for the big ball to drop. It's gonna happen. We know it's gonna happen. Something serious is gonna go down, and that's what's gonna make this arc all the better. But as for right now, we're learning more about the brand, we're learning more about the Stalk and her family, and it's all very well and good and actually kind of interesting, but it's also very quiet. And quiet issues are fine, but they don't normally end up as your pick of the week. Next up, Copperhead number 7. Now, this was an adorable issue. I really love it. Clara is probably one of the most badass characters, female or otherwise, in comics right now. She is the sheriff of an alien town. She is a human. She is someplace that people do not like her. And you know what? She is a woman and she has needs. But she also is incredibly awesome. The best scene in the book, hands down, Clara is getting her Mac on, and while things are about to go down, she hears something very subtle and hops right into like straight killer mode. She finds some dudes that are trying to sneak up and attack her and her, I guess, date, maybe boyfriend, and she just cleans house on them while wearing a t-shirt and nothing else, and looking for all the world like she is not to be messed with in any state, nude or otherwise. If I may quote a line from American Dad, "This ain't the first time I fought naked." It's a really good issue. If you're not reading Copperhead, you gotta get in on it. It is really, really good. So, that leads us to our pick of the week. So let's get the graphics spun up here, because it's going to take a minute to explain. We're going to dive right in. I'm going to let you know what the issue is, and I'm going to explain myself. Issue 19 of East of West. East of West has been my pick of the week a few times before. I've even had a couple of weeks where I haven't even bothered reviewing it, because I've told you, don't bother with my review, just go read East of West. So there's a character in here named Babylon. He is the son of Death. He is known as the Beast. In all likelihood, he will be the bringer of this apocalypse, maybe. That's not what is important about this issue. He has a sentient life form that is attached to him, that this is this floating orb that I guess is like a CPU, so it's like artificial intelligence, that he calls Balloon. So you've got Balloon and Babylon. In this issue, Babylon learns about the 3 phases of killing. There's killing to eat, killing because your life is threatened, and then just killing for sport. And it's important that Babylon learns these things, because if he's going to be this big murderous beast, he's got to be taught these lessons. The reason why it's my pick of the week, though, is none of those things. I really wanted Babylon to reject those precepts. I wanted him to be better than this. I wanted him to rise above his teachings and to not fall into these traps so immediately. And after I closed the book and what happens, I felt a little disappointed. I felt that, they ended it on a cliffhanger. You don't know if he's going to do it or if he's not going to do it, but the fact that he was even making that decision made my heart hurt. It made me question if I even want to read this book anymore. And that's what made me realize, oh, no, that's just great writing. When you take a character and make him so completely fallible that you want to see him succeed, and then when he fails anyway, you just feel heartbroken for him, that's good writing. And that's why East to West was my pick of the week. For you, our loyal followers of The Read Pile, we have an awesome offer from Audible.com. Audible is offering a free audiobook download with a free 30-day trial to give you the opportunity to check out their awesome service. You can download some really great books like The Hobbit, the unabridged version from Tolkien. You can download Divergent, Lean In, lots of great stuff to check out. To download your free audiobook today, go to audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia. Again, that's audibletrial.com/nerdupmedia for your free audiobook.
That's this week for pile.
Ow!
Right in the nipple.
Ah.
Who are we thanking?
Thanking. We don't have anyone to thank this week, but we need to. Oh yeah, thank you for returning to us. Voice returned.
I can talk.
Well, ish. We do want to promote a little bit more. Omni Expo coming up.
Yeah.
10 days. In 10 days is the panel. You could come to Orlando if you haven't already decided, and you could watch as the Angry Nerdgirl sits amongst a panel of her fellows and probably has the only dissenting opinion amongst all things discussed.
I'll be the negative one.
Odds
I'll
are.
be at the end, and everybody else is going to be talking.
She's going to sit in the back of the...
And they're just going to pretend I'm not there. They'll actually refuse to give me a microphone. They'll just like, and I'll have to lean in to somebody else.
Tap it every time.
Hey, I'm here too.
So, if you didn't already know, we're going to be leading a discussion on Podcasting 101 and how easy it is to podcast your own show from the glory of your own...
You can do it.
From the glory of your own fortress of nerditude. You will be able to meet us. You will be able to meet the other half of those two jerks. I am one of them. The members of Reasons I'm Broke, the Lazy Gaming guys. We might even have some special bacon-esque recipe to be handed out.
I don't know. I'm really lazy. I think I was just gonna show up. You'll be lucky if like I put pants on and I don't know. I might brush my hair. We'll see.
So that's May 23rd, Omni Expo. I believe that's May 23rd. Yeah, May 23rd, 10 days.
10 days.
Saturday at 3 o'clock. You got anything now that your voice is back, do you want to end the show on anything specific? Thanks, guys. If only SuperGirl were here, I'd ask her some questions or something. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Are you SuperGirl?
Yes. I sure am. My acting is terrible, but I'm going to talk to you about how I am a up-and-coming woman in this world, and I am going to embrace my powers that I kind of knew that I had, and I'm going to attempt to be a superhero, and I'm going to get boys, and I'm going to cry about girl stuff, and yeah, that kind of thing.